Hi, I'm Tour Guide Anastasiia, and I'm a senior business economics major in Dyson College of Arts and Sciences at Pace University. I'm an international student from Ukraine, and today I will be doing my makeup and giving you some insight into Pace stuff. Alright, so I am ready to do my makeup, and I was thinking that while I'm doing that, I could talk a little bit about social life on campus and include some interesting details about how everything works, how things work. So I'm going to start with my eyebrows, and I want to talk about finding friends. I think that it's one of the reasonable things to worry about when you're coming to college, especially for me. I was really starting a clean slate. I was coming from a different country, knowing zero people at Pace, so I was really nervous about finding friends, especially considering that I was a commuter student. Something that I learned early on is that you have to show initiative. You have to ask people if they want to hang out. You can't expect them to ask you all the time. You have to take that first step and ask them to go to lunch together, to form a study group, to just study together or hang out or whatever it is you want to do. It's important to take that first step, and I wish someone told me that before my first semester at Pace, honestly, but I'm glad that I learned that. The worst thing that can happen is that person is not available and then they're gonna say no. It's not that bad. So when you're at Pace, hopefully, or any college, when you're a freshman, don't be afraid to show initiative and to take that first step towards a friendship, because it can work out in a beautiful way and you will gain a loyal, close friend, which is great. Next, I am putting on a Hydrocharge Complexion Prep Priming Spray. I like that. I don't know what any of this is called. I just use it all the time, so that's great. A little too close, but that's okay. So, Pace is a relatively small school, and I myself feel like everybody knows everybody. Especially within your major. The deeper you go into the major, the class sizes shrink, and you'll see the same amount, like the same people all the time. For me, I'm pretty sure that I know 80% of people in my major, and I'm a senior right now, so that's not a surprise, but that's another way of making friends, is just hang out with people from your own major. Like, we have such small campus. Even though we're in the city, people see each other all the time. You see people in the residence halls. If you don't live on campus, you see them in clubs. So it just gives that feel that everybody knows everybody and we're all like friends, connected. It's really nice. It's something that I really like and I wanted to mention. It's a very close, kind of like community, warm feeling. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how I feel about Pace. It's really nice to see familiar faces all the time. So I just started putting on my eyeshadow. I'm using Huda Beauty palette, and I'm using this Eden kind of color, very cute, especially since I'm staying home. So another thing that I wanted to mention was how Pace card works. So when you become a college student, when you're at Pace, during orientation you get your Pace card, and that's the card that will get you into all of the buildings. They have turnstiles, so you can just walk in. No one can walk in. They're very good with security and making sure that everyone is safe. So you get that card during orientation. It has your information on it, your photo, and you're going to be using it not only to get into all of the buildings, but it also will have your meal plan on there, as well as printing money. So losing your Pace card, don't recommend, don't do it. But it's very convenient that all of that is in one card. You don't have to bring a lot of them with you. Bring your card literally everywhere with you. We have these cases in the back of our phones. I'm sure you do too, and it's super convenient. So I put on Eden and it got into my eye, but I was thinking about putting maybe Blood Moon, like this one, somewhere like here. I don't know if it makes a difference, but another thing is, it's not a very good transition, but I wanted to mention the Honors College as well. So the Honors College is an invite-only program that happens at the point of admission. But what many people might not know is that you can join the Honors program when you're a student, after your first year, if you have a good enough GPA, and it's about I think they want a 3.3 or a 3.5, and that's 100% doable. Like anybody can do that for sure. I believe in you. So once you're at PACE, and if you didn't get into the program at the point of admission, consider applying for it after your freshman year and joining them, because they're a fun bunch. They not only do they have some privileges like registering for classes early and having their own specific classes just especially for just specifically for honor students, but they also get to have their own special events. They have a very nice Halloween kind of party event thing where the advisors dress up. It's a lot of fun. So I would recommend definitely joining them, and let's not forget about the additional money that you get as an honors student, the additional scholarship. Now I have to do my eyeliner, and that's the worst part, the most difficult part. So I don't know how many takes it's gonna take, but let's do it. Update, I couldn't do it. So I couldn't do it on camera. I did my eyeliner off camera. It looks fine, I think. But something else I wanted to talk about and mention is classes and scheduling. So every semester they recommend taking between 16 to 18 credits in order to graduate on time within 4 years, taking 2 semesters a year. And there are classes that everyone is required to take. You probably know that, like English, some math, science, computer science, public speaking, 2 language courses, also areas of knowledge. But scheduling is something that I really wanted to talk about, because it's something that I wasn't aware coming into college, is that your first semester, your advisor will do your schedule. They will put you into classes based on what you're interested in, and they will also put you into some of the required courses, of course. Then after the first semester, you get to take care of your own schedule. You're the one working on it, deciding which classes to take. Of course, your advisor will help you, but you will physically be registering yourself at a specific time that is assigned to you. So the senior students go first, and they register first, and then the freshmen go last. Honor students go along with seniors, and that's one of the privileges that I mentioned, is that they get to register earlier than regular freshman students. And so how do you learn how to register and how to choose your classes? So we have a University 101 class, which is a freshman seminar for all of our freshman students. Everyone has to take it, transfer students as well. And I have been a University 101 peer leader 3 times. And a peer leader is a mentor, like peer mentor in the University 101 class, who talks about facilities and offices on campus, time management, answers any questions, any help that you might need. You can go to University 101 peer leader. And they are the ones teaching you how to choose classes, how to use the platforms that PACE offers, and how to actually register at the day and time that you have to register. So yeah, I really like that we have a University 101 class, because it's so helpful. It's so nice. You also like create a plan for yourself during that class, like what you want to achieve and do in the next 2 years. And of course, you're not going to do exactly what you say a freshman year, but it's just so funny to look back at that plan. My plan included speaking English correctly and without an accent, and being comfortable. It's really funny, but also cute to look back at it. So I think that is just a nice thing that they do, and it's also a fun activity to do, is create a plan for yourself, and then you can look back later on. I did my highlighter just now, and I did my eyelashes. Yes, so the last thing that I wanted to mention is the area. So we are located, if you haven't been on campus, you weren't able to tour just yet. We are located right next to the Brooklyn Bridge, right across from City Hall, a 7-minute walk from from the World Trade Center. Excuse me. So we are very close to the financial district as well. Wall Street is a 10-minute walk from the main building. So we're in a very secure and nice, and what's weird for New York, a calm area. Once all of the people from financial district go home after work, it's probably just PACE students walking around. You find these these locations and like places where our students hang out. Like there's Cowgirl Seahorse, which is a restaurant, like a Tex-Mex restaurant at the seaport. Always full of PACE students. It's one of the most popular spots. So something that I really like is having those places where you go and it's just PACE students and you get to meet new people. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was interesting and you learned something today. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.